If I die again, then whatever. We do it again. I do not remember that spell doing so much damage, though, to be perfectly honest. I remember it doing like decent damage, but like if I was at, you know, several thousand HP, then it's no big deal. So it was quite a surprise to me. It probably has a lot to do with like what my average level is right now, and it is a little bit higher than I normally am right here because of the grind, not the really grinding, but the item hunting that I did was really high level monsters, which I'd usually avoid. What quest is invincible? I want to junction myself onto Silky Boy. This might be an annoying recovery, but we'll see. Lionheart! Yes! See you later, nerd! Rog! Faceless booby lady thing. Oh my god. I'm Ultimisia. time shall compress. All existence denied. Void cloak is super cool. Gotta get our boy Zell up. He deserves to live through this. Good timing on Renzo with the music. Aw, no Lionheart. What's wrong with her body at the bottom? Or just like, yikes, black hole cloak. Oh shoot, I didn't even, oh my god. Oh my god, yeah you can. Oh dude. Punchy Boy deserves this killing blow, by the way, for his work with Omega. By the way, they wrote like, what, 3 or 4 tracks just for this final boss? How freaking ridiculous is that? And they're all bangers. They're all freaking bangers, man. Yeah, I'm straight up kicking her in the freaking jaw down there. Yeah, Dancing Man is one singular track. These are all separate tracks on their own. I mean, I look, Battle on a Big Bridge is my favorite track of all time in from Final Fantasy Musics, but like, that doesn't mean that that song alone beats out all of these back to back to back just for the final boss rush. You know what I mean? The FF8 overall is the best OST, hands down. Reflect on my childhood, oh no! I'm pretty sure that means I won once she starts monologuing. But it's fun to kick her ass. Your sensation. I'm not even gonna punch her. I'm just gonna sit here. Time keeps on turning, turning. Mighty Guard would do nothing because I'm invincible. I want a Lionheart. Damn it. There we go. Yes, yes! No matter, yeah, that's because I just evaporated you. You're no longer made of matter. You're just space dust. Boom! Quistis for the 964. Never mind the 50,000 damage, 100,000 damage I just did. And then just a little punch in the face, and then she blows up. $64 overkill. Feels good, man. GG, everybody. What a fantastic remaster. What a fantastic port. I would love to see every Final Fantasy done like this and put on the Switch. I mean, we have TZA, so that's fine. But 7 and 9, they're not remasters. They're just ports, and they have their flaws. I want Final Fantasies as true to the PlayStation, or original rather, version as possible, touched up visually if necessary, and moved over to the Switch. That's my dream, my ultimate dream. What am I playing on Thursday? I'm either playing DQ Builders 2 or Astral Chain. It depends. Finn and I want to group together to do some big ass building on DQ Builders 2, and we're trying to find the day that's best for us. But right now I have a game in my hand called Astral Chain that I've been dying to play for a long time. I wasn't rushing through this game because I wanted to touch every little bit of it that I could because it was such a good remaster, but we did finish it. However, I'm reluctant to start Astral Chain today because, well, first off, it's Sunday, which means we have Ephemeral Fantasia tomorrow and the next day, and then day off, and then on Thursday we could play it. I know, I want to play it, dude. I really want to play it. But I would have 3 days before I get a chance to play it again. So, I mean, you all want us to play it? I know. I'll do you one. While we're watching this cutscene for the end of the game, I'll do you something at least for you guys, alright? You ready? That's opening the game. I know, it's like I licked it, it's mine. I licked it, so I have to eat it now, right? Wow, that was lewd. Wait, didn't Matron say she got her powers when she was like 4 years old? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure somewhere along the line she says like, I got my powers when I was just a child or something like that. Well, there's only one sorceress at any given time, so Nomura influence took over? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He wasn't part of the storytelling for this game, so it's hard to say. No, Renoa was not a sorceress while Idea was. Renoa was only a potential vessel. That's it. And every time she was controlled, there was no other sorceress. Well, I mean, there was, but like Renoa was being controlled. No, Adele didn't have her sorceress powers. She had different powers. She received Adia's, yeah. Or something like that. Ultimisia controlled her. Correct. Ilona is not a sorceress. Oh man. Squall's a nobody. Whatever. It's a mess, dude. The story's a complete mess, man. Well, they're like lost in time and stuff. How do you visualize time? You know, messed up stuff, right? It's kind of weird. You know, I can argue out of every misunderstanding for Final Fantasy X or Final Fantasy VII story. I know those lores and those stories so well, but with FF8, I played it so many times I still cannot wrap my head around how just like whatever it is. It's just kind of really far out there. Writing's good. Game is fine. It's a great game. Just story itself is kind of premise is just kind of really out there. Yep. Yeah, no matter what, you're always going to have infinite plot holes with time travel. I'm not sure if you're being serious or not, Haze or Hazel, but that was just fan theory. A pretty bad one at that, I might add. Like most fan theories. I don't figure, I know. It's literally a theory from the Fan Theory YouTube series. But that's just a theory! A game theory! Yeah. That guy. Ma, if you give them so much credit, you meant to say 99.99% of the time. It's cute for fan theories and stuff, like whatever. What if Kurta was my dad? So this part right here is actually really trippy, because when you think of a memory, when you think of a memory of something, a memory is only... Can I pause it? No. A memory is you remembering the last time you remembered your memory. So right here, Squall is trying to remember Rinoa as much as he can, and he can't. And it keeps getting fuzzier every time, like a Xerox copying a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. And it's driving him mad. And he's just like, I'm gonna forget her, and he flips out. And that's when he gives up. And that's why this is like such like a... This part right here is super crazy. Like super, like, it makes me feel really uncomfortable, but like in a good way, you know? Like, holy crap, that's deep kind of thing. And so all this craziness is just him cycling through his memories to try and remember Rinoa, but he can't. And that's like the fear that's settling in, and when it gets crazier and crazier, it's like he can't remember what she looks like, and it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. This is like so much inside your own head. I love this part of it. The rest of it, whatever. You shush, don't shush me. My channel, I'll talk as much as I want, bitch. I was about to shush, but then you had to go and say shush. Unbelievable. I just explained it, Hazel. Watch a clip. Watch the VOD. You don't get the broken helmet part? It's just like him envisioning the it's his mind playing tricks on his memories, you know? It's just like him freaking out and just like, ah! And then it's just like that pops into his head, and he can't get it out of his head. And then right when he's given up.
Last night here for you. Same old songs, just once more. My last night here with you. Maybe yes, maybe no.
Yes. False memory to increase anxiety. But this is a port. We got it.
Shall I be the one for you, who pinches you softly but sure? If frown is shown, then I would know that you are no dreamer.
Alpha AF Laguna coming up. No, I don't speedrun Earthbound anymore.
To feel a heart beating fast and stay there as I whisper how I loved your peaceful eyes on me. Did you ever know that I had mine on you? Darling, so share with me your love if you have enough, your tears if you're holding back a pain if that's what it is. How can I let you know I'm more than the dress and the pose? Just reach me out, then you will know that you are not dreaming, darling. So there you are, with that look on your face, as if you never hurt, as if you never down. Shall I be the one for you, who pinches you softly but sure? If frown is shown, then I would know that you are no dreamer.
I wouldn't really count 10 though, because Jack isn't really there, you know? I don't remember Bard's dad being in 5. Pause the timer and go to FF9. Yep. Who Squall's mom? The freaking lady he put the ring on. Hello? You know that man mode engage where he's just like, yo, what's up? We're getting married. He didn't ask. He's like, we're getting married. That's his mom, which is, I forget her name. Renoa's mother is Julia, who plays the piano, and the general, Rain. Yeah, there we go. Freaking Robin Williams makes out like a bandit with a Dia. And now for the truest relationship ever in any Final Fantasy ever. Coming up in a second. Zell and the hot dogs. So the story of Final Fantasy VIII is like really kind of hokey and crazy time travel-y, wibbly-wobbly stuff. But if you take all the nonsense out of it and like see the actual like important parts of the story, which are like how the interaction is between the characters and how it's told itself, it's just really powerful, because I can't stand the timey-wimey nonsense of FF8's story. It's way too far-fetched. But every time I see interactions between like Squall and Renoa or the characters or something like that in the cutscenes, it's good cinematography, you know? Like that scene right there with the camera and cutting out right when Renoa turns to talk to someone you don't know, and it just like keeps you thinking and stuff. And that's what's important about storytelling. It doesn't have to be like the most magnificent plot in the world. It just has to be told well. And Final Fantasy always delivers with that, except for in the side games and the sequels and stuff. Those don't count. Like X2, Lightning Returns, Tay, all that crap, that's garbage. But the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 15, all wonderfully told. Writing. The acting, the animations, the cinematography, the interactions. Tactics is a fantastic game as well. One of the best political stories out there. I think 12 beats Tactics in story, especially for political story, but Tactics is still fantastic. Dude, you can say that about literally anything. 12 is Star Wars, and I'm sure Star Wars is totally not copying anything. Yes, there's a lot of things you can mirror between 12 and Star Wars, but like, you can draw that conclusion to so many things, it just loses its impact. I was wondering what I hate about Crisis Core story. Literally everything. How contrived and fan servicey it was and terribly written. You know, all of it. All they did is try to draw lines between things from Final Fantasy VII and Crisis Core for fan service. It's like, hey, look how Aerith's got her ribbon. Golly gee, it was a gift from Butt Smell. Zack is just like typical anime pro tag. It's just terrible. Even this makes me happy. Even in the credits, they don't change the credits. It's not Final Fantasy VIII Remaster 1999-2019. It's just the original fucking image, man. It's just, they don't like try to like jerk themselves off in the credits. It's just the original ending credit image saying Final Fantasy VIII 1999. Just, I want... Yeah, Genesis. Ugh. Genesis and Angeal are both the most awful characters ever to be ever written. But anyway, I love Final Fantasy games, guys. I love them so much. They're my very first RPG was Final Fantasy 1 on the NES 20 some odd years ago, however long, what, 23, 5, 8, year 8? I don't know. Time, man, I'm fucking old. And it's just always been my first RPG. It's my first Final Fantasy, my first RPG, my first everything. And this remaster takes exactly what Final Fantasy VIII is. and puts it with a new coat of paint, just paints it up a little bit, doesn't change anything else, doesn't even change some of the like imagery, the background 2D images to be like with 3D models to like make it, you know, like pretend it didn't exist. You know, it takes the FF8 assets as pure as they can be taken and puts a new coat of paint on them. That's it. It doesn't try to hide anything or make excuses or take away or add anything. It just gives you prettier FF8. And that is exactly what a remaster and what a port should be of any game. You want to remake the game, remake the game. This is not a remake. It's not a definitive edition. It's not anything. It is a port with a remastered visual touch. And this is exactly the way all ports and all remasters should be done. This is the best thing Square has ever done with an additional version of their game. I am so happy about this version of FF8, and I have it on the go. And it's like every time I think about being on the go, all I can think of is I probably want to just play Final Fantasy VIII. I can't think of wanting to play anything else, you know, as far as Final Fantasies go. He didn't use Devour on Squall. Well, that's for the after hour stream. But for those, and I just want to say this one final time, for those out there that are still shitting on this game, do you even know what you wanted out of a remaster? Because it doesn't seem like you know. You seem to think that you want changes, you seem to think you want fixes, but then you get them and you bitch and whine and complain on the internet all fucking day long. Get your heads out of your asses, figure out what you actually want, and then lodge a complaint. Because every single fan of Final Fantasy I've ever interacted with has always said what we want is a prettier version of the same game on modern consoles, and we got it. And you guys are bitching about it, and it's so annoying because this is what fans have been begging and pleading for generations upon generations. My grandkids and my grandkids after that, and my grandfather and his grandfather before him have all been begging for this, and we got it. And like to shit on Square Enix after getting exactly what you've been crying about for so many years, do you think you're gonna get that again? Shut your asses up and praise this shit because this is what we wanted. Good job, Square Enix. Don't listen to the haters.